get back to work. I had a lot of conversation. Went out there, got up early, about 6:30, 6:40. Made that video and walked out to the basketball bar and opened it up and shot for about an hour and then threw some cornhole so I could do my squatting, bending to get the cornhole bags. You got to bend down to get them. So we did that. And, wait, hold on. Just a second. Gotta do something here real quick. Thought I'd turn this off. There we go. And so, got some exercise in this morning. Body's still sore. Yeah, my body's going to be sore. It has a lot of chemical toxic poisoning and then Wi-Fi abuse when you sleep and stuff. And so you never really get to fully rest and recover. I have one of the best immune systems in the history of the world. Not because I wanted it that way, but because you guys did, Yeah, Constantine and Jerome turned Jesus into a god. Okay, life's eternal, grace is infinite, past, present, future operate at the same time. Not because they love Jesus, because they hate Jesus and they want to replace Jesus with themselves. Okay? The worst thing you can do to a human being is turn them into God and have them pay for all your garbage. Okay, that's not love at all. Okay. Love is listening to his humble commands and his faith and inheriting his faith and passing that on. Okay. That's love. Okay. Jesus is right. Life is eternal. Grace is infinite. Forgive debt and trespass. Love one eternal, faithful peace. That's love. Okay. Love isn't he's better than us. We're too disgusting to live with him, but his pagan sacrifice paid for all disgustingness. That's not love at all. That's loathing. That hates Jesus. Okay. Why do people go for it? Because they hate themselves. Okay. They hate what they've become by accepting Constantine and Jerome's and King James's bullshit. Okay. They're always looking for. Have you ever heard that song Ocieza by Johnny Click? For a proving eye. Like my mom, when she died, she kept telling Philip Sheridan Murphy, I worked my ass off. I got my degree. I'm dying from cancer. Are you proud of me now? My granny Kramer Murphy, she was just sitting there singing, and he walks with me and he talks. She was singing in the garden with Mildred Kramer. Okay. But Philip Sheridan Murphy, the guy who had to leave home because he was taught to hate himself by his own father, the man who called himself father, and went off and killed God at 15 when he couldn't marry a Mexican girl because the dad wouldn't allow her to marry the Irish kid. So fuck Catholicism, fuck Catholics. He felt guilty for killing Mexicans for the Americans because he felt like he was a Irishman killing Irish for the British, Then he tried to marry a Catholic girl, but he wasn't allowed to because the dad wouldn't let her marry him. Been there, done that. I know I feel my grandpa's pain. I couldn't date Peggy Pettis. I couldn't do that. Lots of girls. But it didn't make me kill God and blame God for some asshole acting like an asshole because he wants his seed to be the dominant seed of the earth. It was hard on my grandpa. He's not the Messiah. I am. Okay, do you understand? I've been connecting to Miss Lopez today. It's been very emotional. Okay, I'm sorry I was told by my dad. And as Jennifer, if you show up sometime here in the near future, and everybody comes around and takes pictures, and we talk about being the Messiah and living the Lord's Prayer, it's going to go global and it'll trend worldwide. And I'm pretty sure I can't stay mad at the man who raised the girl that would step up and help do that. So I'm pretty sure I won't be mad at Mr. Scientology David Lopez. I never was mad at Lupe. No. I just can't get mad at Lupe. She can be a little dumb as a box of rocks, but I just can't stay mad at her. and join Scientology and hang out and be business partners with people. I think there's a lot of, Will Smith explained that to me. There's a lot of creepy people the moment you become famous and you realize you're in shit, and it's like, what the hell do you do? My kids are going to school with Victor Maitland's kids, right? It's like, it's terrible. Earl, he's trying to explain it to me when I was in Sierra Vista. I'll do anything I can to try to protect Trey and Willow and Jaden. I was like, you can't if you don't give them the Lord's Prayer, dude. There's nothing you can do to protect them from all the hell you're going through, because they're going to have to go through it too. People don't listen too good back then. It was very emotional. Obama sucks at listening. He's got a big ego problem, guys. He's a lot like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Yeah. I wouldn't be in that position if I were you. I'm totally aware of that, mister. Okay, just it's hard for me too, mister. Okay. Take a page out of Stanley Ann's book, right? But yeah, no, it's I think a lot of it was they tried to protect, and the one person in the Obama family who didn't see me as bad when they were on the South Lawn years ago doing the La Bamba thing, that's my ticket into the Obama house. I made some connections with Craig, okay, but the one who I made the best connection with that I knew one day would, okay, that's him, and Dad, you can correct yourself. You can, I don't get, I don't know how the genome sequencing stuff works. I just know it needs to stop. Because, guys, genome sequencing is this. Genome sequencing is creating your own narrative. Or not, you can't say creating. Manipulating your own narrative, okay? That you want to be creative and you can't, okay? Human beings cannot be creative, okay? When you use the word creation, okay, it's based on the glory of God. And human beings are not capable of creation. They can just manipulate matter that's already there, okay? Just Stephen Hawking, it came from nothing else. That's not, it says in the Bible that all things come from the essence of infinite glory, okay? And that everybody can take the essence and manipulate it, but they're not the creative source of it. Okay, and it's infinite, so you can't grasp it like Pascal. Hawking didn't have the humility to be like Solomon or Pascal. And it destroyed him physiologically, mentally, and emotionally. It drove the man crazy and physically destroyed his body. Okay, and then he'd get mad because it wouldn't happen to me. As you're so brilliant, it's like, it's because I'm humble and have faith in God. That's how I'm able to heal from just horrible things. And I had good talks today with the kids at New Mexico State. And I think that there was a point in the culture. The basketball went terribly wrong. It was already going bad. Chris Jans doesn't recruit the same kind of kids that Marvin and Paul did. And the kids were a little bit, a lot of the kids, Mike Peake was one of Chris Jans' kids. Okay. And he was a kid that he had bad brain activity. Okay. And then the other guy that came in, he also had bad brain activity. There were some good kids with good brain activity that helped the other kids, behave better and play better. Chris Jans told Johnny McCants, I inherited you. It is like a good thing he did, because it helped keep his kids a little bit more calm. The kids he recruited more calm and more focused. Okay. And then what happened? It was a weird dismantling. It was an attack on the athletic department at New Mexico State for stepping up and trying to believe in Earl and tell all the professors at the university, if you know what I did for a living, if I told you what I do for a living, I would kill you. It's like, no, if you told people how you kill people over money for a career, then you'd have to kill them, because that way, so you don't do anything for a living. You kill people over money for a career. Now lay on your back and take the dick. So you see what I'm saying? So I tell them. Oh, hell yeah. So genome sequencing is just basically manipulating a narrative by following communications, and then manipulating the narrative to keep people on their back fucking and fighting over the money. And that's all genome sequencing is. Me and Jennifer had a conversation with Mo a lot about neuroscience. It's like, that's just studying the brain activity and then chemically altering the brain activity to accept the rape and the fuck. So neuroscience isn't that, no. It's just basically watching what happens to a brain when you torture a brain and then getting it to accept the activity that they think is acceptable activity and acceptable brain activity, and they're studying stuff, but they haven't ended philanthropy, so they couldn't figure out acceptable brain activity if they tried. Who's to say you shouldn't be studying our brains? You really are an ass, right? Don't you throw your poo at me, you little fucking monkey. Do you see what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's intelligent people don't torture animals to try to feel superior to other human beings that they consider animals. Okay, when you get in that group, you want to feel intelligent. You want to be accepted by that group because they're the manipulators of the group, and you think they're in power and control, and you want to feel like you have power and control, and you don't. It's real simple. This has really been helpful. Max's mom is doing pretty good here lately. Yeah, I'm proud of her focus and her effort in prayer this week. So yeah, I'm proud of her on that one. Yeah. Well, it's mostly Emmy did it. Yeah, Emmy did it. It wasn't Jennifer. It was Emmy. I believe that. I seriously do. No, it was Emmy. It was all Emmy and Max. Mom lost her mind. Emmy and Max, Mom, we'll explain it to you. We'll talk real slow, Mom. Okay, Mom. It's okay. It's okay, Mom. Just chill, Mom. Chill. It's relax time, Mommy. Okay. Okay, breathe. There you go. No, I see it now. Okay. I love you guys, all right? Peace, man.